Do you ever feel like your English is good, but you still don't sound fluent? You can use the grammar correctly, you know many words, but something still sounds a little bit off. Well, here's the secret. Natives don't just use words, they use phrases. Short, natural-sounding expressions that make them sound smooth and confident. In this video, I'm going to share 10 natural phrases that we use that are going to help you sound fluent, even if English isn't your first language. Stick around until the end, because there's a quick mini-quiz to help test what you learned and make sure that you remember. The first phrase is, I'm all ears. This means, I'm listening and I'm ready to hear what you have to say. Imagine one of your friends says, I have something really important to tell you. You can say, really? I'm all ears. It's a really friendly and casual way that you can talk to your friends or your coworkers just to let them know that you're paying attention. You wouldn't want to say something like, I'm listening to you carefully. It's not wrong, it just sounds a little bit awkward. It's not something a native would say. So, you can say, I'm all ears. The next phrase is, it slipped my mind. That means, I forgot. Imagine you had to bring something to work, but you forgot. You can say, it totally slipped my mind. Remember that the past tense of forget is forgot. You wouldn't want to say forgetted. You would preferably say, it slipped my mind. It just sounds far more casual and relaxed. So, if you're at work and you forget something, you can say, I'm so sorry, it slipped my mind, it won't happen again. Natural phrase number 3 is, you nailed it. That means you did it so well. Imagine your friend gave a performance or a speech and they did really well. You can say, wow, you totally nailed it. The phrase is full of energy and it's great for giving compliments. You can also use it for yourself. For example, I think I totally nailed the interview. It's a really friendly and fun way to tell someone that they're doing a great job or to say that you think you did a great job. Make sure to emphasize the word nailed. If you emphasize nailed, it adds a lot of passion and a lot of energy to the sentence. I totally nailed it. So phrase number 4 is, it's no big deal. This means it's not a big problem. Imagine you have a meeting and you're gonna be a few minutes late. You can say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make it on time. And they might say, it's no big deal. It's just a relaxed way to show that it doesn't matter, you're kind, you're flexible, it's no big deal, it doesn't matter. Natives use this all the time. Don't say that it doesn't matter or that it's not important. It can come across as a little bit rude. Just say, it's no big deal, it's okay. So phrase number 5, I'm on the fence. This means I'm not so sure what decision to make. I'm in the middle, I don't know what to do. This phrase paints a picture. Imagine you're sitting on a fence and you don't know which way to go. You're not sure what decision to make. You can say, I'm sitting on the fence about this. I don't know if we should go with A or B. What do you think? This is a great phrase to tell people that you're not quite sure what to do. Okay, so phrase 6, that's just not my cup of tea. That's a really polite way to tell someone you don't really like this or you don't really want to do it. Imagine your friend invites you to see a horror movie, but that's just not something you like to do. You can say, thank you for the invite, but that's just not my cup of tea. It's a polite way to say no, to turn down an offer without coming across as rude. This phrase actually comes from Britain, but it's so widespread now that you can use it in America, Australia, you'll be understood everywhere, no problem. So, if you don't want to offend someone, but you have to turn down an offer, say, that's not my cup of tea, but thank you for inviting me. So, phrase number 7, let's play it by ear. That means, before we make a decision, let's see what happens. Imagine somebody asks you, would you like to go to the beach this weekend? And you aren't sure about the weather, so you say, let's play it by ear. It might rain this weekend. You don't want to make a fixed plan. You just want to see what happens and decide then. It's a great way to keep flexibility without saying no. Now, even though we're playing by ear, it doesn't mean anything to do with sound. It's nothing musical. It's just an idiom that natives use all the time. And if you use it, you're going to sound a lot more fluent. So, phrase number 8 is, you hit the nail on the head. And that means you said exactly the right thing. Imagine someone says, I think the problem in the company is that we have poor communication. The boss might say, I think you just hit the nail on the head. That means, I think you're exactly right. I think you're correct about that. This is a great phrase to use when someone guesses something correctly or gives a correct idea or opinion. Imagine a nail and a hammer hitting it precisely, exactly in the middle. You hit the nail on the head. You are precisely correct. You are exactly right. So, phrase number 9, I'm feeling under the weather. This means I'm feeling a little sick today. I don't really feel like myself. You might say, I don't think I can come into work today. I really feel a little under the weather. I'm so sorry about that. Now, it's softer than saying I'm sick, and we wouldn't use it for extreme sickness like cancer. We would use it when it's something not too serious like a cold or the flu. Maybe you're just really tired. You'd say, I'm a little under the weather. But we would never use it for something serious because it can sound a little bit insulting. If your friend is really, really sick, you wouldn't say they're under the weather. It kind of diminishes. It makes their suffering seem smaller. So you got to be careful about that, okay? And remember, this phrase has nothing to do with the actual weather. Nothing to do with the rain, the sun. It just means I feel a bit sick. So the 10th and final phrase, and this one is perfect for the final phrase. Let's wrap this up. That means, let's finish this. Let's finish what we're doing. For example, imagine you're in a meeting and you think it's time that we start finishing things. You can say, okay, I think that covers everything. Let's wrap this up. It's used all the time at business, schools, social settings. You can even use it casually and say, let's wrap up and get some lunch. Speaking of wrapping up, this was the last phrase, so let's start to wrap up the lesson. But before we do, you have a quiz. Okay, let's test your memory. I'm going to describe a situation, and you should try to pick the perfect phrase to reply back with, okay? I'm only going to wait about 3 seconds between the question and the answer, so pause if you need the time, okay? Question 1. Your friend did something perfectly. What can you say to them? You nailed it. Exactly. You can say, wow, you nailed it. So, question number 2. You forgot something. What phrase should you use? Yeah, it slipped my mind. It totally slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. Question number 3. You're not sure what decision to make. You don't know which path to take. What should you say? I'm on the fence. That's right. I'm on the fence. I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. Question number 4. You're not feeling well, but it's not too serious. What should you say? I'm feeling under the weather. I'm under the weather. Exactly. You're feeling sick, but it's not too serious. Okay, now question number 5, the final question. You want to end a meeting. You want to finish with a task. What phrase should you use? Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. And with that, let's wrap up the lesson. Okay, awesome work. That was 10 natural phrases that are going to help you sound fluent far more quickly and help you to sound natural. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what you enjoyed. And hey, if you like that, don't forget to check out these videos as well, okay? See you next time. Bye-bye.